Hi everyone, welcome to Freebird Spirit YouTube channel. And thank you to all my subscribers. We made it over 700. I love this community. So please continue to share and let's keep building it. And I wanted to also give a reminder, tomorrow at 11:11 Mountain Time is the Q&A. I don't know what Q&A is. Q&A time live stream, 11:11 Mountain Time. So that should be fun. Gothangelik is joining me on this channel for our live stream. So all are welcome. All the information you need is in the description, so go ahead and visit that. Today I wanted to take another look at Trump and see what's going on. I did a reading for him on Thursday, I believe it was. Yeah, Thursday. And I think it was that night. I think it was that night I was watching the news, and it was talking about how he confronted the Twitter because they flagged him, and fact-checked him. And so he confronted them about that, and he's, getting in there wanting to make some big changes with how this all works with social media in the United States and stuff like that. And that was my reading. So I thought, oh my gosh, that was my reading. The fact-checking and how he was going to lash back at them and everything. So if you missed that reading, it's just a couple days ago on the energies surrounding Trump. So it was the last one I did on him, so you can find it. But yeah, that was pretty funny. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that was my reading. So that was funny. Anyway, so I wanted to check back in and see what's going on with him this weekend and what we can look out for and stuff like that. And, in the reading too, the fact checker, he wasn't back, like they weren't backing down, and that came out in the reading too. Like, yeah, you can lash out all you want, I'm still going to fact check you. And that's exactly what is going on. So, not so much with Facebook, but with Twitter. All right, what's going on? Trump this weekend. What's happening? All right, so we have the Chariot as the overall energy of this reading. So the Chariot brings in, moving forward, bringing two powers together and kind of balancing that out, because these two different energies, they're hard to bring together to move forward, right? To make that forward movement, you really have to know what you're doing to really allow that to progress forward with those two energies. So let's take a look and see what's working with that. I kind of want to use, I have these cards out to use, but I feel like I'm being drawn to these cards. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Trump. And even though there's a lot going on, I feel like he's like, doing something like this weekend, like something like twiddling his thumbs. So let's take a look. Okay, so we got this card the last time, and that's the Four of Wands. So again, something's going to be out in public again. It's going to be, take a look at that. And we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. And the Four of Swords. And the Ace of Cups. So exhibiting some emotions, taking a retreat here. So this is maybe what I was seeing, the fiddle, the thumb, what is that saying? Twiddling the thumbs or whatever. So that could be what this energy is talking about. And that Ace of Cups bringing in, okay, what about the lighting? Okay, here we go. I'm trying to get it all in there. We'll move this out of the way. There we go. Because I felt like the last time it was hard to see the cards. Okay. Yeah, so we have, the twiddling of the thumbs, kind of taking a retreat there, getting kind of built back up to go back out into battle. And with the Four of Wands here, he's still being confronted here by the media. You know what? This is definitely by the media, still being confronted. There's a lot going down. And yeah, this is the media card. And with this Queen of Swords, that's still standing for, standing for truth, bringing, speaking their mind, speaking the truth. So he's really being confronted by that. And he's taking a little bit of a break because there are some emotions revolving around that. And there's a birth of, there's a influx of unrealized emotion around it. Okay, so when stuff happens in the media, it sparks this new emotions, and I feel like that's where the Ace of Cups is coming in. So there's a whole new rush of different emotion, like people are being woken up or something, and so there's influx of this emotion coming in here. Okay, and this is all about the media. So I really feel this is about the media. And then you have these two powers coming together to make some progress there. So I feel like something's going on with the media there. Let's take a little bit of a deeper look. Let's see what these cards bring in with that. We're getting used to this camera setup. Thanks for your patience. All right. What can you tell us more about that? It's almost like, when I see him doing that with his thumbs, it's almost like he's starting maybe to realize he needs to, before he just acts and speaks and lashes out like he did, that he needs to maybe take this time before he speaks. Okay, so we have the anchor there. Anchor. We have the dog and the lily. So wisdom. So yeah, pulling from past wisdom as well as, and drawing from the past. So I feel like this emotion, the emotion with the Ace of Cups, has a lot to do with a bridge from the past to now that's being triggered. All this is being triggered in the media. And I'm wondering, these two powers coming together to bring, so we have, all that going down with, interesting. I need you to just take this and really tap into your own intuition to what this may mean to you. But there's two different powers coming in here, so we can progress forward with new truth and being woken up, correct? And I feel like that's happening, especially with in my intuition, what I'm feeling and seeing here, we're kind of being woken up with that whole, with the situation with George, the guy who was murdered in the street by the policeman. So I feel like we're having a great awakening here with that. And we have this window of time. But anyways, so this is where that's coming in, the lily and the Ace of Cups. It's like, you know, that bridging from bridging past and now, and bringing in that emotion again. And we have this window of time. And with the anchor here, I feel like, you know, this new foundation, this new anchoring in, and we have to take, and we have this window of time to speak up. But as far as Trump is concerned, with the dog here, he's staying loyal to himself. And he's kind of like, what do I do here? Like this, with that coming in. Interesting. I want to know a little bit more about what this means. I know that the dog brings in that loyalty, that friendship, but I feel like for this, it's just about him, you know, his energy, and he's kind of back there, like, again, doing that. Sorry, I keep doing that. But let's take a look. I want a few more cards on that. This going down here, we have an understanding on that, I think. So you want to see what are that? Okay. Okay. Yeah. We have the Tower. Interesting. And the Ten of Wands. And the Two of Swords. Okay. So that's what's going on around him. I'm sorry about that shining. You can't really see those cards, can you? Let's take a closer look. So let me move these aside. We kind of have an idea of what that is going on, but I'm going to leave them together just in case we have to draw them back into the story. But we're talking about Trump and his taking some time out before and kind of readjusting and, you know, kind of like planning his next move before he goes back out to battle. Then we had the dog come in, and we wanted a deeper understanding with this dog. And the dog brings in loyalty and friendship and guidance. So even though this is going on around him, he has the Ten of Wands, the Tower, and the Two of Swords there. So really trying to make a decision on what to do. You know, you have all this burden, all this stuff going on in his mind with the wands, right? He can't even see in front of him what to do. And so that's probably why he took the retreat. And then the Tower here, a big shaking up, a big change for him, a big something is going, that he feels like he's facing that. And he's trying to make a decision on what his next move is. Interesting. So what's the big shaking? What's the Tower? We kind of want to know that too, don't we? What's the Tower? I'm going to draw one card for the Tower. Okay. So let's see what's happening with that Tower. That he has a burden, he knows it, and he's deciding what to do. He has like, what do I go? Where do I go with this? One card. The Emperor. The Emperor is his Tower. So something's happening with someone's told him about, okay, so the emperor to me would mean like, it's like almost like not a judge, but someone who has power over him, that he's gotten, that maybe it is a judge who is letting some of that paperwork go, like saying, yeah, releasing it for it to be public. Maybe he sees that, he knows that's going to happen, because he's been carrying that the whole time, like all this information, and he's been carrying it, and it's going to, maybe he realizes it's going to be released or something with that. Huh. Okay. The emperor, you know, yeah, he's in charge of it all. Yeah, and here we have the crossroads again. So again, he's like, what do I do with this information coming, with this happening? And he realizes he doesn't have that in his pocket anymore, and it's going to be released because of the emperor coming in here, the judge, or who, that person who's in charge of saying, yes, we're having this, this is all, this needs to come out. Crossroads again. Interesting. All right. I feel like, okay. We're going to do one more. The story is getting thicker and thicker, right? So we just want to, let's see if we can take it a little further. Let's see if we're getting any more information about that. It's almost like there's nothing he can do, and he's just twiddling his thumbs, because they keep giving me that vision of him. Okay. I haven't even asked a question yet. Can't take those cards. I haven't asked a question yet. Okay. The question is, is there information going to be released that's causing that tower and is like causing the shaking, causing the massive swift change? Is information going to be released? Is that what he's worried about? Is that what's happening with that tower? So we have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. So, oh, I have 3 cards here. Okay, that's all I want is 3 cards. So we have the Seven of Swords. So this is spades, but when you translate it into the tarot, it's swords. So the Seven of Swords coming in there. The Nine of Cups here. And the Eight of Pentacles there. So all that's saying is it's a possible yes about that. They're feeling really good with that information coming in. You have the Seven of Swords here, and that's kind of like feeling justified in something that you've done, and you're walking away with something that really wasn't meant for you, but you're feeling justified in doing it. And that's kind of like the Seven of Swords coming in there. The Nine of Cups is bringing in, you're just really happy with this situation. You're feeling pretty good and filled there with what is going on. And then with the Eight of Diamonds, which is the Eight of Pentacles, it's like they've done everything they can, like they down to the T have prepared this. So, I mean, it's a possible yes with these, okay? So we'll see. And I think that's, I think that's all I'm gonna get on that. But there you go. So happy Saturday, guys, and I hope to see you next time. Please share, subscribe, and thumbs up. Really helps the channel. And I'll see you all next time.